Parashat Emor begins with God telling Moses, quote, "Speak Emor to the priests, the sons of Aaron," end quote. But then moves on to address all of Israel regarding the special celebrations of the moadim holidays, that is the, quote, "fixed times of the Lord, which you shall proclaim as sacred occasions, Mikrei Kodesh, such as the spring and summer festivals of Passover and Shavuot, and the fall festivals of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot." Interestingly, the command about these holidays called moadim starts with referring to the Sabbath, the weekly festival. Quote, "On 6 days work may be done, but on the 7th day there shall be a Sabbath of complete rest, a sacred occasion, Mikra Kodesh. You shall do no work. It should be a Sabbath of the Lord throughout your settlement." Why? Why repeat here again a text that appeared twice before, once towards the end of the story of creation in Genesis, and again as the fourth of the 10 Commandments? The picture seen here by artist Avner Moriah focuses on the Sabbath's introductory verse, which he visualized in a painting he created for Parashat Bereishit. The picture images the 6 days of creation, depicting the non-anthropomorphic Spirit of God as a 3-dimensional spiral: the tohu, the firmament, the separation of water and the land, all the earth's flora, fowl, fish and sea creatures, land animals, and finally the very prominent images of Adam and Eve, the crown of creation. The artist's decision to repeat most of the elements from the picture he first painted for creation might serve as an answer as to why the law of the Sabbath is repeated here after having appeared earlier in both Genesis and Exodus. The point to remind the Israelites that by their working 6 days and resting on the Sabbath, on the 7th, they were imitating God and his acts in creation. Moreover, the reference back to Genesis serves to underscore the primordial concept of the moadim by recalling the story of creation. The same word appears in the first chapter of Genesis in connection with the creation of the luminaries on the 4th day. Quote, "God said, 'Let there be lights in the expanse of the sky to separate day from night. They shall serve as signs for the set times,' moadim, the days and years." The word moadim is related to the verb to assign, to appoint, and to fix. Once the sun and the moon were created, they marked day and night, and the months and the seasons, thus enabling a determination of the dates of the moadim, as we read, quote, "Set times of the Lord, the sacred occasions, Mikrei Kodesh, which you shall celebrate each and at its appointed time." That the word moadim first appeared in the story of the luminaries on the 4th day lets us understand that, like the Sabbath, the moadim have their origin in creation, in the creation story. God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th. And so it should be with man. God also created the sun and the moon, but once they were in the skies, it enabled men to fix the times and appoint the dates of the various moadim, so they fall in the right season: Passover in the spring, Sukkot in the fall, etc., and on the right day. Clearly, then, the story of creation has a bearing on the celebration of the moadim, as well as on the observance of the Sabbath. Shavua Tov from Schechter.